everyone. We miss you so much. We hope that you were able to complete our first session of Yoga Flow, the 20-minute session. Today, Mr. Willecke is going to go over a few other poses, and we'll complete a flow at the end of the session today. We hope that you can do this wherever you're at, whether it's in your living room, in your backyard, in the kitchen. All you need is a surface that's free of distractions, so you can complete this with us. You can do it on your phone, whatever works for you. Mr. Willecke.
All right, hello, this is Mr. Willecke. So I wanted to continue to do these videos just because I know some of my students who had me previously want to continue yoga. And I know some of the students who were going to have me third trimester want to do yoga. So with that on hold, I just want to do a couple of videos. So first, we're going to start out with just introducing a new pose. It's a little different, similar to Cobra. So what you do is you're going to lay down on your stomach. And for Cobra, your feet would be flat down and you would just peel your chest up. But this is going to be up dog. So you're going to use your hands to push up, lift your chest, and also push down through your feet, lifting your thighs off the ground. So when we go through what I call, it would be called the Chaturanga. When we get to Cobra, you can do Cobra or you can do up dog. So we're gonna go ahead and start, and just like we do every time, we're gonna start with our breath. Our breathing is one of the most important things that we do in yoga, just to kind of get your breath going, get your body going and staying focused. So we're gonna go ahead and start in just a nice easy seat. You can have your feet straight if you like. Your back is gonna be straight, your crown of your head extended. And this time we're gonna take 5 breaths, but it's gonna be a little different. You're gonna inhale through your nose, and then when you exhale, you're gonna open up your mouth, and you're gonna make a H-A ha sound, kind of like you're fogging up a mirror, or you're trying to test your breath on someone. So you can inhale, open up your mouth, and then exhale. You don't have to do it too loud. You can just kind of fog up the mirror. So we take 5 of those breaths. I'll go through the first one with you, and then you can take the next 4 on your own. So you're gonna inhale through your nose, open up your mouth and exhale. And you can do 4 more on your own. All right, so there's our 5 breaths. Hopefully that will get you ready. So we're gonna go ahead and start in mountain pose, which we've all done before. So you can stand up on the top of your mat. We're gonna get our body warmed up with a sun salutation. So you can start in mountain pose, feet together, making sure that your feet are mounted. So big toe, pinky toe mount, and your heel. You need to step back a little bit. So you're gonna ground through. You can start in mountain pose with your shoulders wide. You're gonna inhale your hands up to reach, extend straight up. And this time you're gonna lean over to your right, pushing your hips out to the left. And back up, lean to your left, really focusing on your breath. And extend back up to reach, and a forward fold, hinging at the hips, touching your toes if it's there. Hands are gonna come on your shin for a halfway lift, a straight back. And then forward fold back into high plank. From here, you're gonna make sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrist, and you're gonna slightly hinge forward and lower down. And from here is where I talked about you can do Cobra or up dog to push up. And untuck your toes and push into a down dog. Now you're gonna walk your feet back up to meet your hands. Stay in a forward fold. Circle sweep your hands up to touch and back down. All right, that was a nice slow sun salutation. So this time we're gonna go a little bit quicker, and we're gonna go focusing on our breath. So I'm gonna say inhale, exhale. We'll go through. So we'll start in mountain pose, nice and wide. Your feet are nice and planted. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step into high plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. And you can walk your feet back up to your hands and come back up. All right, so now we're gonna go into our open poses. So we're gonna start about the top of your mat. We're gonna start with your right leg back. So we've done Warrior 2 before, so you can step your right leg back. Your back foot is 45 degrees. You're gonna open up your hips and you look over your fingers. And you're gonna hold it here, making sure you're lunging. We're gonna take 3 breaths here. sky. Your back hand can rest on your back or your lower leg. Back up to warrior two, and you're gonna hinge for extended side angle to reach. Reach that right hand up to the sky, forming a T. Make sure your back leg is engaged, hamstring and quads. And back up to warrior two, making sure you're lunging that foot. This time you're gonna straighten that left leg. And we're gonna go into triangle, so you're gonna be hinging at the hips again. And back up to warrior two. This time you're gonna cartwheel your hands down into a high plank, and you're gonna find your Chaturanga. You can come down for cobra, or up dog, into a down dog. And again, we'll walk our feet up to our hands, and come up to touch, and down. Whatever you do to one side, you gotta do the next. So step your left leg back, checking for your alignment, stacking your knee, opening up your hips, and looking over that middle finger, making sure you're lunging nice and low. Focusing on your breath. Flip the front palm and bring it up to the sky. Really opening up the side of your body. And hinging forward into extended side angle. Your forearm on the inside of your leg. Back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg for triangle, hinging at the hips once again. Really extending in that left hand to the sky, lengthening through your spine and the head. And coming back up to warrior two, lunging that front leg. You can cartwheel your hands down to a high plank and find your Chaturanga. You can add an extra push-up if you would like. And we'll meet in a down dog. And from here you can pedal out your legs to really stretch out your calves. And you're gonna bend at the knees, and from here we're gonna try to hop forward. You can hop or walk to the front of your mat. Circle sweep your hands up to touch and down. All right, we can shake out our legs here. We're gonna go into one of my favorite poses to strengthen your legs. It's chair pose. So you're gonna bring your feet together. Remember again, your big toe and pinky toe and your heel are gonna be really rooted into the ground. You're gonna squeeze all your legs together, squeezing them in. You're really gonna tighten your core, and you're just going to sit down like a chair. Hands are gonna come up. Your biceps are gonna be next to your ears, and you're just going to sit, lengthening through the crown of your head. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And rise back up. We're gonna do 2 more sets of that. This one will be a little bit more challenging. It's gonna be same thing. Maybe your feet can be a little bit spread out, but this time you're gonna stand up on your toes as high as you can, and then you're going to sit. So we're gonna rise up on our toes, slowly sit down, hands come up next to your ears, and sit and reach. And then once you're here, come up as high as you can on your toes and sit just a little bit deeper. If you fall out, that's okay. We're gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up, hands can come down. We're gonna do 1 more set of chair with just a twist. So again, feet back together, rooting through big toe, pinky toe, and your heel like a triangle. You're gonna go ahead and sit, hands are gonna come up, squeezing your thighs together, really tightening the core. Now this time you're gonna go ahead and bring your left hand forward, right hand back to twist. Really extending to the crown of your head, keeping your back straight. And come back up to center. We're gonna switch sides, right hand forward, left hand back. And back up to reach. We're gonna hold it here, squeezing your legs, and come back up. All right, hopefully you feel that a little bit in your thighs. We're gonna come to about the middle of your mat. You're gonna go ahead and really root your left foot, shifting the weight on your left foot. You're gonna bring your knee up, and we're going to eagle pose. So you can wrap it around once, your leg, or if it's there, you can wrap it around twice. Your foot is gonna be behind your calf, so your hips are gonna be forward. And your hands, your circle sweep, touch your hands. Your right hand is gonna come underneath your left elbow. They can rest on your shoulders. Your hands are gonna come up and away from your face. Really relax your shoulders down, and you're going to sit into like a chair and really extend through the crown of your head to stay straight up, focusing on your breath. And slowly come back up. You're gonna keep your hands, you're gonna circle sweep up and switch sides. Your left arm is gonna come underneath your right, shoulders or hands. Shift the weight into that right foot. Left leg comes up and over once or twice, and then you're going to sit. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, hands are away from the face. If you fall out, it's okay, just come right back. And slowly come back up. You can circle sweep your hands up to touch and reach and back down. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and have feet. This is a good arm balancing pose just to really strengthen. There's gonna be two ways we can do this. We're gonna be in a staff pose. Your hands are gonna come next to your sit bones. And from here, you have different options. You can push up, lifting your behind off the ground with your feet, your heels still touching. Or if you like, you can try to push up and keep your legs up. That's one option. Or we can do a scale pose where you sit, and then from here, you're gonna push your behind off the ground and hover. So we're gonna do 3 sets of that. So if you wanna turn and look, you can have your legs straight or bent. Just give it a try however you like. Just push as hard as you can. We're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. We'll do 3 sets of those. So you can go ahead, hands next to your sit bones, sit up nice and tall, and push and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. If your feet are straight, it's okay just to push with your heels still on the ground. Just try to lift your sit bones off the ground. All right, second set, nice and tall, extending to the crown of your head, and push up. And down. This one is kind of hard to breathe, but just try to slowly breathe in through your nose. All right, last set. You're gonna go ahead and hold it as long as you can. And if you want to try it without your feet, just go ahead and try. It's okay if you can't. And push. And down. All right. That's hard. All right, from here, we're gonna do an inversion. So an inversion is we're gonna have your feet kind of up in the air. There's gonna be 2 options. You can do a leg up the wall, where you just lay down. Your feet can come up and rest. Or we can do a supported shoulder stand, which is very similar. You're gonna sit, your hands are gonna come on your lower back, your shoulders are gonna be down. Don't put too much weight in your head, you're just gonna lean back. Once you have your hands on the back, elbows in, and extend straight up. If you just want to do legs up the wall, you can hold it there. You can just rest here with your legs straight up. Again, just focus on your breathing in and out through your nose. And you can slowly rest down. Come back. This time we're going to flip around on your belly. So just go ahead and have a seat. We're going to transition into locust. So your hands can be to your side. Just lay down. What we're going to do is you're going to lift your legs and your arms at the same time, kind of like you're flying. So you're going to lift both legs, both hands and chest, and you're going to go up and hold it as high as you can. Chest is up, legs up, and lower back down. You can rest your chin on your hands. We're gonna do one more set of that. So hands out to the side. You're gonna lift your chest up, legs up, hands up, and extend up.
Okay, Jax, come here.
And back down. Rest your chin on your hands. We're gonna transition into bow, so bend both of your knees. Jax, watch out. Down. Good boy. So you bend both of your knees. Your hands are gonna come and reach to the outside. You're gonna pull your thighs in. From here, you're gonna kick into your hands and lift your chest. So you're gonna kick and lift, coming up, and slowly shifting weight forward. You're gonna look up. You're gonna hold it. Breathing in and out through your nose. And relax. We're gonna do one more set. So just make sure that you're not looking too far up. Your eyes are just gonna be straight ahead. You're gonna kick through your hands, so kick and lift your chest up. And relax. You can rest here. We're gonna push up into a child's pose, which is a good resting position. Your feet are gonna touch. You can come down, hands forward. Here we're really gonna focus on your breathing. You can push back up into a tabletop position. Your hands and knees are gonna be down. We're gonna get one last twist in. So you're gonna go ahead and put your left hand down, establish it, right hand's gonna come up to reach. And switch sides, right hand down, left hand up. And back down. We're gonna turn over onto our backs. We're gonna go into a supine pigeon. So you can just go ahead and rest. Both knees are gonna be bent. You can pick up your right leg and bring your right ankle on your left knee and rest it there like a figure four. And you're gonna lift up your left leg. Your hands can thread through to grab your thigh and gently pull to where it feels comfortable. You're really gonna be stretching out your hips. And slowly release. Switch sides. Left ankle to right knee. And thread to lift up. And release. Keeping your head and shoulders on the ground, you bring both knees in for a squeeze. And you're going to curl up, forehead to your knees like a ball. And slowly release. Right knee is going to come up to your chest. Left hand is going to guide it across your body. Look over to your right shoulder. And switch, one final hug on your right side. And release. Left knee comes in. Right hand guides it across your body. And look over your left shoulder. Release. One final hug for your left knee. And release. Now you're going to bring both legs in. Both knees are going to come in. You're going to rock back and forth all the way until you're standing. And I just like to do that. It's always fun. So we're gonna sit back down. We're gonna go into our final pose, the most important pose. And usually at Renton, one of the favorite poses in our yoga class is Shavasana. It's one of the most important because it's just a time for you to relax your body and kind of clear your mind. So you're just gonna go ahead and relax everything. Your legs, your arms, your eyes, your face, your mouth is all just gonna relax. And we're gonna take a minute here, but usually you can take longer. 3 to 5 minutes would be great. And just relax and focus on your breathing and try not to think about anything. Just like Jax. All right, you can go ahead and lay down. Hands come out to relax. Slowly come back up. Again, if you're laying there and if you happen to fall asleep, that's always okay. That's just kind of what your body is telling you to do. So that concludes for the second video. Hopefully next week we'll do another video. That one will be a little bit more challenging, focusing on our balance and our legs. But I'm hoping all of the Renton High School students enjoyed this. Hopefully you're doing it at home.
And Nelson.
And Nelson. Even those of you who don't go to Nelson or Renton, it's great to watch as well. But I just want to continue to post videos so you can stay active and healthy for all my Renton High School students.
And Nelson.
And Nelson. So thank you for joining. And just remember to always smile at someone and be kind to everyone.
Bye, everybody.